Good morning. This is Miss Shirley O.G. Gardner. I just want to show you guys some hostas that's in my yard. Now, these started off at maybe one or two leaves when I first put them in the ground. Now, you see the size of this bad boy? I'm stepping back, give you a full view of how big this sucker is. And also, the one next to it, it started out a couple of years ago as a little one too. And look at it, it's trying to take over. All right. And when I saw this, I thought about Kiki Soto when she's talking about she dug up a giant hosta. No, baby girl, I can show you some giant hostas. I got one in the backyard that's so big I think it's a dinosaur. And I'm going up the aisle here where my shade garden is, and I'm just showing you. These are one hostas that has runners. They're actually running from one spot to another, and I didn't think that was possible with hostas, because this used to be all ferns. This house is about to run the whole fern out the spot. Look at it. This is another piece of it, another piece of it. And if you've seen our earlier video about this one particular one that was in the window that started off as two leaves, I had two people to dig it up, and I didn't know that it was going to come back, and it did, and now it's back with a vengeance. It's twice as big. If you notice, this is all the same kind of hosta here because they're all running from one end to another except for this one. Now, this one hasn't been this big in quite some time, and I'm really happy with it. I gave it a little extra slow release fertilizer, and I guess it appreciated. And look at that. That is gorgeous. And I have one here that's struggling, and I got to get all of this out the way so it can have some room because it's really pretty as well. I'm going to show you one more hosta that's in the backyard that I call the mammoth hosta because this sucker put these to shame. You think this is big? OMG. Wait till I show you this one that's coming up. I'm just walking back down the aisle here as we're going back towards the backyard. And look at that lavender. This bad boy is sick. It's just gotten huge. When I put this in there less than 2 years ago, it was only a 2-inch plant. And it's just gone friggin' bananas. Yeah, and here go another piece of that same hosta that I put up here in the island, and it's taken over. All right, y'all, allium, I'm beginning to hate it. This bad boy has become invasive. I don't care how much I dig it up and pull it up, it keeps coming back. Y'all can have that, okay? Because it's just ridiculous. It just comes back, and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger each year. So that's one of the things I know that's invasive in Cleveland, Ohio 6A. And I'm getting ready to show you guys a mammoth hosta that isn't finished leafing out yet. And here it is. What do you think of this bad boy? It will get so big till it will reach over to the garage. This sucker is huge. It took 5 people to dig it up originally, and it's just keep getting bigger and bigger each year. I have Shasta daisies underneath it, and it's crowding them out. It used to let them through. It doesn't do that anymore. So, like Kiki say, whew, it would be nice up under the island, but I would need a backhoe to get this sucker out. This sucker is huge. Okay, just a little update. Y'all come back now. You hear?